Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of the Racecar. Let's get into the race portion of this video.
We will trot on down that road and lead to nowhere but a grind. It takes a strength and courage to want to live that different kind of life. Ride nowhere, ride nowhere, ride nowhere. This world will never be the same. Ride nowhere, I'll have fun. This world will never be the
Well, it looks like it was an awfully wet day, as we normally have in the Northwest. Although it was wet at the track, it was nothing short of exciting. Jon finished 4th place in the first race and finished 6th place in the final race of the night. Now, let's go over to Alec for an after-race interview with Jon.
So I'm here with Jon. First off, I just want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this tonight. I know there is like a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Feels like the calm after the storm, though.
Yeah, I mean, all the work that we did that was built up to...
Yeah, just trying to make that first race was pretty epic, you know.
Yeah. What I want to know, because, you know, I'm part of your pit crew, and we were walking around the pits and stuff and talking to other drivers, and you haven't been racing for... Four seasons?
Yeah, it was 5 seasons ago, last season that I ran.
So
just 4 seasons.
Being gone that long, how did it feel to get back on the track?
Oh, well, you know, I mean, it's not like just since I haven't been on the track, you know, I've still been paying attention every year, and I still go out to the track every year, and, you know, I don't talk to a handful of guys once in a while that still race, but, you know, there was some... You know, there definitely had some butterflies, and just wondering, you know, if I was gonna be okay getting back out there, and but really it was just like riding a bicycle. You know, once you get belted into the car and you're sitting there lined up waiting to go out, it felt like I just did it last week. You know, nothing new.
Yeah.
So, but. There was a lot of questions about how the car was going to perform, and, you know, we just got the motor put back together on Wednesday and then couldn't get the intake manifold together until Friday night at 10:30, and still had an ignition problem that we were dealing with. Got that figured out. And so really it wasn't even until 11 o'clock Friday night that we knew that we were going to go to the track on Saturday.
Yeah.
You know, so at that point... Then we just
started painting numbers on.
Just started making a stencil and trying to get numbers on the car and go down the checklist of like what's the bare minimum that we need to show up.
Yeah,
you know, got the wiper installed.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And hunting around and scratching our heads trying to make sure that we just got everything done so that we could roll in.
Not to forget stuff.
Yeah. Exactly. So I mean, it was amazing. So what your fastest lap was, I think, 20 something.
Yeah, I think 20.6. Pretty sure 20.66, something like that. But you know, the track was wet, so everybody, you know, you can't really, you know, the rain is just an infinite variable, and so no 2 rain races are ever going to be the same. You're never going to be able to say this is a good lap time in the rain, because depending on how hard it's raining, what the temperature is outside, how many cars are on the track, where the cars are running, how many laps you get under green, how many cautions there are. It just changes what the track surface is doing and where the water's at. So, I mean, all you can do is compare your times to the other drivers that are on the track dealing with the same conditions at that time. And I was very surprised that at the end of the race that we had the 4th quickest lap time in the race. So ran like 1/100th off of where the winner's fastest lap time was within a couple laps of, I think we put ours down on lap 27 and right. He put his down on lap 25, and then we weren't even the fastest ones out there. So there's a kid running around out there in a little V-dub Rabbit that showed everybody up and ran a 10th quicker than everybody else. So pretty impressive competition to start the season off, and a 17 car field to start the season off is pretty unbelievable. It shows that the class has been growing, and there's still a lot of excitement out there for the mini stocks.
Yeah. So you mentioned the Rabbit was 17, right?
Yeah, that blue 17,
the blue 17.
Rabbit.
Yeah, because he was up front most of the time.
Yeah, every time I was on the track, he flew by me. So
yeah. So and then there was the other V-dub, the Scirocco.
There's a couple Scirocco's. There's a few Scirocco's this year. Yeah, there's Lanes in the 00 and Justin Braves in the 12 car, and they're both wicked fast. Mikey Fritz finished in front of us in the 2 car, and he's always fast. And there's still more Scirocco's left out there. It's kind of cool to see those old Rabbits and Scirocco's out there.
The other thing, and hence why the bumper is not on here.
Yeah, I'm not even sure you can see that on here. But
I don't think so, but
yeah, we'll see.
We'll
see. Yeah, I had to tear the nose off.
What lap was that?
I think that was about lap 14. It was right in the middle of the race. We ran 30 laps. Yeah,
because you were in, I want to say 5th place, because you started up at the front. Because what position were you on the front?
3rd. Started position 3.
Yep. And you held that.
Pretty much. Was in 2nd place on the first lap. The outside line kind of dropped back. Yeah. And ran 2nd. Car didn't feel real fast to start the race off. Slipping and sliding around. Mm-hmm. Felt a little faster than the 44 car that was leading, but it didn't take long before the leaders basically freight trained us on the outside and just drove by. And I tried to move around and find something that was a little faster, get past on the outside, so you move up, and then you're not exactly sure where your braking points are and your lift points and all that, so you slip around a little bit more, and then somebody else passes you on the inside, so you move back down, and just need to try and settle in and get comfortable in one groove and run that groove.
So that was probably 5th place, I think, because you were holding it pretty dang good.
We were slowly slipping back. Yeah. But we had a car that was a little bit quicker, trying to get around us, and I could hear him motor up going down the backstretch and looking to the inside, and I never saw the car, and so I'm not exactly sure what it looked like. I haven't seen any footage of that. But we got a little tap on the left rear corner, and it started the car into a slide, and, trying to collect it, everybody's barreling down behind you, and visibility was bad for us, and it was bad for everybody else that I've talked to. And, you just a little chain reaction deal, nobody's car got tore up real bad, little bumper damage, little door damage, little alignment problem going on, but everybody was able to restart the race, but we had to drop to the back. So, I'm not sure exactly how many cars were left on the track at that point, but I think we restarted somewhere around 16th.
Yeah, I think yeah. So, and then you fought until the end. I mean, the car held up. I mean, because when you got hit, you went in a circle. I mean, you went.
Yeah, did a full spin with cars sliding into the door, and broke the shifter off, and wasn't sure exactly what was going on, but got the car going again, got lined up, and just waited for the green flag to drop and see what we could do. So, and to be honest, the car was, I don't know if it was just me or if it was the car or what, but you know, we were faster after the wreck.
Yeah.
Visibility was worse, but we were faster after the wreck, and so we were able to make up quite a few positions.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much got up to where it finished was sixth place.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I was pretty amazed because I was thinking, and I posted on social media, that we were going to hit seventh. I mean, that's what we were kind of looking at.
That was the prediction.
That was the prediction, and we made it sixth, which is which is
we were knocking
awesome.
on the door of fifth place. So
Yeah.
the toe got knocked in. I measured it today.
The damage. Let's talk about the damage.
Yeah. So you know, destroyed the front bumper bar, but you know, that was partially because we didn't finish putting the bracing in because it was low on the priority list.
Yes.
And so ruined the bumper bar, dented up the nose a little bit, but knocked the toe in. Didn't destroy any tires or wheels, but it knocked the toe
which is
in.
great.
Yeah, over
Especially
almost
new tires.
Almost an inch and a half. It was like inch and 7/16 toe in, and this thing's got power steering on it, so we were able to still steer the car without having to fight it too hard. Wet track, power steering, kept going. I don't know if that was the secret to the rain setup or not, but thing just hooked on in and through the middle of the corner, and things hooking up pretty good on corner exit, and ran all the way up to sixth place, like you said, knocking on the door of fifth place. And then right around about 2 to go, all of a sudden, the steering wheel just felt like it locked up, and the power steering was gone. Yeah. And it was all I could do. We ran our fastest lap on lap 27, and it was like lap 28, the power steering went away. And at that point, it was over. We were dealing with all kinds of stuff out there that it's hard to even see. But cars driving, dropping the left sides off down in 3 and 4, and spitting gravel all over the racetrack. So the next time, you go through 3 and 4, everything's fine. Been through there 10 times. Next time you come around, there's gravel all over the place, and then all of a sudden you slide up 2 grooves, and hopefully nobody's outside of you, so you don't crash. And trying to hold the thing together and keep it on the racetrack without the power steering with the toe knocked in like that was a handful. The hardest car I've ever had to deal with steering wise.
Wow.
But
you did it.
Yeah, and I don't think I even knew the race was over until like lap 31, because I started catching the leaders, but the window was fogged up so bad
I know.
I couldn't even see the flags. I had no idea what was going on.
Great. We have some great pictures of that. Of the fogged up window.
Yeah,
I'm like, how can you even drive? With that visibility. I mean, it was just so bad, but you just did it.
You just do it. Yeah.
Because that happened after the wreck, right? Because the car was sitting for a while, and then the engine was hot, and
at speed, with the airflow coming in through the windows. Just wasn't really too foggy. It wasn't real bad. But once the wreck happened and we slowed down and all that heat started to soak into the car, we had water all over everything. Water was flying in through the windows, coming through the fenders, spraying all over the place, and all it took was a little bit of heat to just fog that up on the inside,
Yeah.
But it was pretty epic.
Wait, didn't you say you felt like you were in a steam bath?
Yeah.
At one point.
Yeah. Well, that's partially where the exhaust is running.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you throttle up, like on the warm up laps, and it starts pushing a bunch of heat through the exhaust system, then it was just like steam coming up through the doors. It was pretty crazy. Hey, so before we go, I just want to say I have a special thanks to Allshouse Designs, Alec and Matt doing everything that they're doing, and then I also want to shout out Sound Advice, Everett. They've been with me for a long time, and I couldn't be more excited to have Spunks on board this year. And we handed out quite a few seeds at the race on Saturday. So, we didn't necessarily represent all the sponsors real well on the car because the car's not painted and vinyled up, but we're going to get there by the 28th, and we're going to have Spunks, Allshouse Designs, and Sound Advice all over the car, and it's going to look good. I'm excited.
Me too.
So let's do it.
If you know somebody, or you're that somebody that might be interested in sponsoring this race car, go to allshousedesigns.com and fill out our request a callback form, and we'll give you all the information that you want. The next race takes place on April 28th, and for more information on the schedule for all races, visit evergreenspeedway.com. Thank you everyone for watching this episode of The Race Car. We will see you guys next time.